Hello and welcome to an episode of the War Report. I am your host Cyrus, joined by Quan. How you feeling, man? What's going on?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. The feeling feels restored right now. Currently versus LOX, the Locks versus Dipset. If anybody knows me, I'm very much pro Dipset. I used to claim Dipset as the bar goes. I still claim Dipset. Dipset 20-0. I don't even care what happens. Y'all hear this after the verses, but I got Dipset 20-0 off the rip.
Man, I'll probably give them 19-1. Depends if they play We Gonna Make It or not.
I don't know if Dipset has any Benjamins either, low key. I don't know if they have any of these Benjamins.
I think that's the only song that could come to, unless Dipset just pulls out like straight bullshit for like all 20, which I think that's impossible.
They pull it from the Christmas album.
Yeah, but you know how verses go. You think this person shit for 20?
Oh nah. Cam and them, they're built for this. This is exactly what they want. But
yeah. So I mean, how's the week been? It's just been just a fun time, just vibing.
Man, the world of wrestling is in disarray. There's so much going on. I'm trying to stay out of it. Luckily, you got forced out of it.
Yeah. You
talk to
him. My Twitter account got clipped not too long ago, and I was just like, well, guess I'll just do something else. So now all I do is that I just like scroll through the A Show Twitter account and go and then close the app. Like I don't even say shit anymore. It's been freeing of the mind. I still haven't even sent the email for trying to get my account back. Honestly,
you ain't getting that back, bro. They caught the last time I got caught with a DCMA. They like, nah, bro.
If I come back, I think the lessons that I learned is that like I'll never post a clip ever again. Like I'll never post a video.
Yeah, it might just be for the better.
So, yeah, it's just gonna be straight regular memes. But I'm taking this time to really take a break from wrestling Twitter and if I have to like remake my account, I ain't talking about wrestling on that shit ever.
Good idea. Smart move.
Hey, Twitter did me a favor. I'll probably just like make one to keep up like with world news and shit like that, but like everything else is just like, no, I'm good.
That's my problem with Twitter, about letting Twitter go, because I'm one of the people who need to be in the know of everything that's happening right when they happen. I don't know why, but I just feel the need.
But like I still have things. But like I still have like the RNC group chat or like
but I'm just talking about in life. Like if some shit happened, I want to know like immediately. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to.
What is it? Instagram got me now. When they sell me, when they try to sell me overpriced T-shirts, they'll be like, "Hey, the world's burning." It's cool, man.
And the ocean's on fire.
Yeah,
is the ocean still on fire?
I don't know. It probably still is. That's the horrible part about like news come and goes, because shit just keeps on happening
so fast, bro.
But yeah, I've been forced out, so it's cool. I think, what is it? I think I got like clip from Twitter, and then I was just like, huh, I guess I'll just go out, and then I got like a tattoo.
Yeah, I saw you over there. Patting it down.
Yeah. So yeah, this shit's itchy. So I think that's the worst part. I paid a whole bunch of money to be itchy, but no, man. Life moves on. I don't know. Maybe I'll send the email tomorrow and see what happens. But it is what it is.
Take your time, man. This is not the week to do this.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of bullshit going on up top. Don't you like that the Zoom voice changed?
Did it switch up?
Yeah. Oh, you must not have updated your.
No, it updated.
It updated. Okay.
What did it sound like before? Like a more
It,
like a
it, it,
European
it,
sounding.
it was more of a this meeting is in progress,
Oh yeah, I didn't like that.
and now it's just a now you're recording. So that's a little nice, man. All right, let's get into it. Um, all right, so let's get into in the trenches, man. We've had a lot of bustling news throughout the week,
Mm-hmm.
and I think the biggest one that everybody kind of like talked about already. I think the dialogue about this has kind of just been exhausted at this point. So I don't know if we could really add much to it, but Domino's uh, disavows AEW's bloody pizza cutter spectacle on TNT. This is Nick Gage slicing into Jericho's head with a pizza cutter, and then going into picture-in-picture break. You see the nice Domino's cutting up that nice specialty pizza that you can get for $7.99's mix and match deal or
You
whatever that
feel
shit
me?
is. And then Domino's said, "Oh, that's not a good look." And watching this Dynamite, there was not a single Domino's commercial.
Yeah, I wasn't paying too much attention to the commercial, but I don't believe I saw one. Like when it happened in real time, I did think it was funny. I didn't mention it on the
Yeah,
podcast, but I was like, that's pretty funny that happened.
yeah.
But I could totally see Domino's being highly upset about that. That's just
Mm-hmm.
it's not a good look on their side, at least.
Right.
But I don't want to shit on AEW too much for this. Is it? I mean,
That's fine.
like this is something they can learn from. You know what I mean? Like maybe
Yeah,
they should, hey, like slow down a little bit, man. We don't need to do all these wild ass spots. Like there's a reason WWE doesn't do shit like this.
yeah.
They got sponsors, bro. We got
For this
Kmart.
for this exact reason.
Yeah.
This is like the reason why they don't want to do no wild shit, because you could kind of do whatever you want on the job until your supervisor is like on your ass, and that's basically AEW getting this like much traction for you know the Domino's thing. Now whoever is up at TNT, they're going, oh, that's not a good look, and now they're gonna be like kind of looking at AEW with a microscope. So kind of just like something you don't want to do, because they might want to go a little more crazy, but they might want to be more tamed now that there's like eyes on their product. But like, I mean, it's fine. Ad spots come and go. I don't think Domino's is gonna really lose any sleep. I don't like that people are acting like Domino's pizzas is trash because they didn't like this spot. That's why I was just like, all right, you little Caesar eaters, you
Nah,
mother,
Domino's is
you,
trash though. I ain't gonna
you
hold you. Domino's
what?
bad.
You
Domino's is
frick,
ass. It's
you,
not good.
you goddamn nincompoop. I like Domino's,
It's
so
not.
I'm not gonna appreciate the slander.
Nah.
Also, it's just like, what does their quality of pizza have to do with like this distasteful spot?
Yeah, there's no correlation to that. It's just Domino's ass. That's all that is.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Um, and then earlier, earlier last week, there was a media call. Normally these media calls have like been the real talking points of late. I don't remember media calls really being like shit that tore the TL down. But Vince McMahon answered a question from an investor saying that uh AEW seems to really be investing in their talent. How do you feel about that? And then Vince was kind of just like, I don't really care.
He to the layman's term, he was just like, I don't know what they're doing over there. Which is
Yeah.
he's not lying. I'm sure he's not making that up to sound like he like better than them. I think he just like I don't know what they're doing over there. Like we
They're
don't know
not
their investments. We don't know what they're doing to advance their growth. We don't know anything, and he's not
yeah.
wrong.
And
We don't know anything.
Yeah, and I don't think that guy did either. I don't know. That one dude sounded like a goddamn mark, but he said that he doesn't see them as competition, same as WCW. And
Yeah.
I would say, you know, stuff like the pizza debacle coming into fruition, literally like 20 minutes after he said that, is kind of like clear why.
Did you
Because
see? Did you see the rumor about someone in WWE called over to Domino's or something like
yeah,
that? A
the
sleeper agent.
conspiracy, the conspiracy, WWE set him up. Well, like I think the what they said was that they were like telling people to like do the story, and I was just like, oh, y'all really think WWE got that chokehold on the game like that? They
Hey,
kind of do, but
I
like
was
not,
hey, you
but
never
like,
know.
but not in like in the terms of the goddamn world. But yeah, WWE knowing how to like skirt away from getting in trouble and getting into the public eye in this way, um, kind of makes them in a whole different league right now. And then Cardi B is a song for SummerSlam. There's levels to this shit.
like like for real, like if you think about where WWE was, say 10 years ago compared to now, if AEW had happened 10 years ago, I would see, Vince taking that more as a threat as
Mhm.
compared to now. Where WWE is at right now, it's bigger than wrestling. They are genuinely an entertainment.
Yeah,
They're entertainment. They're not
it,
wrestling. They
it's
are
bigger
full
than
on.
rap, man.
It's they are full on. They're trying to compete with ESPN, Disney, HBO, whatever. That kind of, they're on
Mhm.
that level at this point. Or if they're not on that level, they're on their way there,
Like it,
rehabilitating that image from where they were from 2010 or 2000 to
yeah.
where they are now. It's way
Even
different.
though that content is like what people like truly remember them for, they're trying they're trying to like skirt away from that, but like they're making money off it at the same time. And just I don't know how you would think Vince would see AEW as a competition when they're in the red, when AEW is in the red, and then they just got $2 billion deals in like 2 years.
It's different money, man. It's
Is
different.
it's different, and I don't know if somebody that not in the same tax bracket as me right now, yeah, I don't you're not on my level right now. AEW might get there one day where they're more I guess when they're more established and they get better practices, period.
Yeah.
um maybe they'll see that they really weren't back then, and they're in a better position that they are in, whatever, like we'll see what happens, man. Y'all keep fighting the good fight. Bring the wrestling. Yeah.
Don't forget, uh, before WrestleMania 1, Vince McMahon, WWF was almost out of business. He put it all on the line for that. So like,
Yeah.
anything can happen, anything can change.
No,
Maybe one day AEW does reach there. I don't think so. No time soon, at least. But
yeah.
you never
But
know.
they're not competition right now. I don't see how they can be competition right now. So that is it for In the Trenches, man. There wasn't really much else news unless you want to talk about Sheamus getting married.
He married a joint too. I ain't gonna hold you. You know
Oh
what?
wow. Okay.
When
Hey
I
yo, chill
when,
out.
hey, look, when I saw the picture, I was like, okay, Sheamus, I see what's going on. All right. I was
Pale man, pale man.
I was expecting something much different than who he's married.
Oh,
But
I don't even want to know what you mean.
but congratulations to Mr. and Mrs. Sheamus O'Shaughnessy.
I don't know his full name, but
That was his old name before he went to the main roster. He was Sheamus
okay.
O'Shaughnessy.
Oh, that is a terrible name.
That's one of the few times where they shortened the name and it made so much of a difference.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's get into AEW Homecoming. They're back in Daly's place, so it should be fun.
What's going on time-honored tradition. When you're done, you leave your boots in the ring. Is that what we're seeing here? Hey, wait a minute.
No. Oh! Malakai Black from behind.
Black from behind. Spine first, that crutch. And Cody is really down, emotionally, physically. Now what is Black going to do? He is one evil bastard.
Has he retired Cody Rhodes?
All right, man. To start the show off, Juventud Guerrera versus Chris Jericho. What is this shit, man?
Okay.
This is not a start to Dynamite. This is not this was a poor start.
That would the first 2/3 of that match were very, very awkward. I don't know if the timing was off, if Juventud was nervous, if Jericho was gassed, if it was too hot outside. I don't know the weather in Jacksonville.
Probably a combination of all three. Yeah, but I will agree. Like, this match kind of came together during the final stretch.
Yeah.
But the the first and second half, Jesus Christ, bro. Whew. They said let's step into the second gear, and they nearly crashed the car. It was insanity. This is another one of MJF's labors of Jericho, or whatever he's calling it. And Jericho has to win with a move off the top rope to seal it all. But he has to. I was confused. Did he just have to hit it and win, or did he have to hit it and get the pin? And it was just like, yes, he has to hit a high risk maneuver and pin him with the high risk maneuver.
Yeah, right after that, no move in between or breaks the count or something. I don't know. So they didn't explain it very well until the match started, which I thought was.
I kind of wish that it was just like he has to hit a top rope maneuver and that's the win. And then
that's it.
Juventud Guerrera, who is moving way faster than Chris Jericho, would just sidestep all his shit because they all look terrible. So yeah, man, the match happens. Jericho hits a top rope Judas effect that looks ridiculous, and I thought it was really funny when Christian does the same thing later on the show, and it looks much better.
much more crisp.
I think that was so fucked up for him to do.
But that's like one of Christian's moves, though. He probably didn't even think about it. That's just one of his moves.
He probably saw that and was just like, "Oh, I could do it so much better," just to rib Jericho. That's what I think he would do something silly like that.
He would do that to Jericho. I would. Too.
Jericho gets the win over Juvi, and Wardlow beats up Jericho, beats up Juvi, and Jericho will be going against Wardlow next.
MJF, the special guest referee.
Yes, with the special guest referee, Maxwell Jacob Friedman. And then I just thought he was just kept going at Aubrey Edwards just to be an asshole, but it was like to allude to, I'm gonna do the refereeing now.
Yeah,
and I could see Chris Jericho just knocking his ass out, and then just having a regular ref come in.
I think they're gonna do the Stone Cold finish where Stone Cold knocked out. I think it was Vince, and then took Vince's hand and did the pin for himself.
Mm-hmm.
I can see that, but yeah, I mean, I guess Wardlow Jericho should be fine.
Because I don't know. Soon as Wardlow knocks him down and go for the cover, one pat on the floor, 3.
If it were me, yeah,
exactly. You know,
wrap it up, boy.
MJF is very bad at stacking the odds for Jericho.
When I text you, I said I'd have him wrestle the whole Hardy family, one arm tied behind his back. He can't do nothing.
Right? Like, how has there not been a handicap match yet?
Has AEW done a handicap match?
No, but I think this would be the time to do so.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good time to do it too. I'm surprised they haven't done one yet.
There's probably one that we don't remember.
You know, they might have did one. Maybe like a 3-on-2 or something.
Yeah.
Oh no, Darby did one. I'm lying. Darby did one like what?
Oh yeah. Man, that match did not matter to me.
against those guys we ain't seen in a minute.
Oh, I don't even remember their name. All right. So next match on the show, which was surprisingly really fun and great. I think I would have loved if this started this show. We got John Moxley, Eddie Kingston, and Darby Allin versus Danny Garcia and 2.0. And these guys kind of look familiar. They kind of look like those dudes that ain't do shit in NXT. Kind of look like those dudes that had that weird, like, I guess, Instagram show or whatever. I don't know. I don't even remember what platform it was on, but it was Everrise, and I was just like, damn, handshake deal? What is this? Like, why would you hire these guys as soon as fucking possible?
They got a lot of friends back there. They got all those Shikara ties. They got the Canadian. They got Dark Order. I think they probably made a call. I think Moxley probably fucks with them too. I think someone made a call.
Excalibur made the call, man.
Yeah, probably Excalibur. I wouldn't even doubt it. I liked 2.0 when they were in Chikara. They were never like big mainstays or like they were cool. I thought they were fine.
Hey man, I know a lot of wrestling. I don't know jack shit about Chikara. There is just one Chikara show I want to watch though, because a wrestler that I really like wins their trios tournament, but I can't find the show. Cassandra Miyagi in a team. I think it's like their show from 2016 is like King of Trios something.
It's way too deep. I don't know that. I don't know anything past like 2010 in Chikara.
Yeah, so I can't find the show. But
you never get a chance, watch the Colony. I always like the Colony, Orange Cassidy and whoever else the hell was in it. Okay. Well, before he was Orange Cassidy.
Oh, interesting. I gotta check out the DVDs that you sent me. But this match is all good and fun.
Fun match, a little all-star team.
Yeah, I don't think there I can't really say much. I don't think there's like much story implications going on here. It was just like a match to just sedate the people, just for John Moxley, just for them to sing Wild Thing.
Yeah, just for the crowd to see Moxley one more time in Jacksonville. Mm-hmm. If they would have put this on Dark Elevation, I wouldn't have been shocked if they did that. Honestly, it was a Dark Elevation match, and it could have been the best Dark Elevation match ever. Yeah, that would have been really.
It was fun. It was cool. A lot of segments here, so we're gonna try to like go in depth but blitz through it at the same time. So Hangman Page leaves the Dark Order. Dark Order tries to go after Hangman, and Stu Grayson and Evil Uno just goes, "Let's give him his space." You know, like understanding parents. So they're gonna give him the space, and then the Elite have a segment where they clown the Dark Order and they clown Hangman Page, and they kind of say that, oh, there's no challengers, and Dark Order lost their title shot last week, but then they're just gonna get another title shot just for a different title. So I'm just like, why'd you let two stipulations go off at once if you were just gonna give them a title shot the next week?
That whole promo was really strange. And did you notice what everyone was? Terrible. It was terrible. Did you notice what they were wearing?
The Cookie Monster tee,
the Cookie Monster shirt. Doc Gallows had on a Ric Flair-esque robe.
Mm-hmm.
The Young Bucks had on Hawaiian shirts, a la Bray Wyatt. That was all the little Easter eggs I caught.
Deep storytelling here for a very terrible delivered promos.
That promo was terrible.
A little Easter egg that you forgot. Carl Anderson spun the ball 2012 times. Yeah, man. Woo.
He wants to be Al Bundy so bad, bro. I hated it at first. I'm going to like the 2012 gimmick he's doing. It's kind of funny. He definitely sounds like the guy who peaked in high school.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly what it sounds to me.
The guy from your home,
but I'm not laughing. So the Elite clown Hangman, and they kind of do their thing, and then for some reason later on the show, Hangman Page has a segment, and it kind of just results in Hangman just getting his ass kicked by the Elite, featuring Frankie Kazarian that just feels the need to Oh, I'm here. Yeah, Billy, yeah, remember me? Lee Hunter. We in this bitch. So they kind of just kick Hangman's ass and then keep it pushing. I thought that segment was really weird.
It was weird because they had like Dark Order come out and then like Uno and Grayson like pushed them back, but like
Yeah, they were just like, no, 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 no.
how did y'all get that far already? Like why did you guys stop them
Yeah.
before?
Hey man, evil Uno
Wrestling.
not that fast.
Ooh, okay. All right. All right then. That's how we feel.
That's how we feeling. I just thought the whole segment was odd. Lee Johnson versus Miro for the TNT title match is cool for Miro to get some reps in. I guess this match was nothing to really rag home about. I do like that at the end of the match, Miro didn't like put Lee Johnson in a accolade or something like that, and then Dustin breaks it up, setting up for a feud between them two.
Ew.
I really thought that that was gonna happen when Dustin started getting really close to the ring. It started like getting in. I was just like, please do not start this feud, bro.
That's no one no smoke.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the God's favorite champion or God's champion gimmick? I'm fucking with it.
I mean, I don't hate it.
I'm fucking with it, bro.
It's just that like this is not AEW's fault. Like, it's really not. Religion, I don't play with that. not that like I am like a super religious person or whatever, but like I can see people just being like, oh, that's really disrespectful or blah blah blah. And I think that conversation is really annoying. So like I don't like bother, fair. I don't really like bother with like the religious gimmick. So I don't know. It's testing the waters that I don't care for, but like I don't want to hear the conversation. It's a weird space, but it's not AEW's fault. It's society's fault.
Society.
But yeah, I would just like to see Miro just get some more reps in. Honestly, I'm surprised we didn't see Kip Sabian at the end of this. I thought that's what they were kind of just like saving him for.
Yeah, I mean, drop that all together. I don't really want to see Miro versus Kip Sabian, to be honest with you.
At this point, I don't really want it.
Is Kip Sabian okay?
I was hoping you would tell me because you know when people are injured and when they're not.
Bro, he's been gone for a long. When does that happen?
And then Penelope Ford is back.
She's on TV. Penelope's been on Dark for like the last like 2 months.
So I don't really know what's going on. Next match we got Christian Cage fighting the Blade. I thought this match was really cool. I think we both like the Blade. I think the Blade is really cool. Really
Butcher and Blade, man.
Yeah, I think they're two incredible talent, very useful talent.
They had a good look.
Yeah, good look. Like not in a disrespectful way, but I think
they look
great
terrifying.
Hands.
Yeah. They're cool.
They do look terrifying. Hopefully,
like if I saw the Butcher on the streets and nigga wanted to fight me,
no. Gratified. So Christian Cage wins. I thought the match was really, really great. And then later on in the show, heavy allusions to facing Kenny Omega in the future since Hangman Page dropped the ball. Also, no Jungle Boy for the assist, not him coming ringside. So I think they're done with that. And the push for Jungle Boy ends once again.
So he's still kind of feuding with the Hardy family, it seems like. So surprisingly, it didn't come out.
Hey, man. Can't say I didn't call it. And then for our main event, if we could call it that, Malakai Black versus Cody. The right man won, so that was great. But this match never got into its second gear.
I think it was by design. I don't think they wanted to. I think they wanted to make it decisive as possible and just it literally like 2 moments. It was the table spot and then the kick, and that was it.
Yeah, it was like a flash finish. So
that was a definitive, squash. Honestly,
I like as of right now, I'm not gonna say that. Oh, I think like Alter like is like washed or whatever. He ain't got it no more because like you can't really like say anything about or really.
There's nothing to critique, yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing to critique in this match, honestly, except like the Codyisms. what is it? Aleister Black knocks him and then he falls into a table, and then that's kind of just what leads into the finish. I mean, it is what it is. The match is over. Malakai Black wins, and then what should be a big moment for Malakai Black, it just becomes a big moment for Cody because we can't let those breathe. And then Cody cuts his promo. Booey hooey. They fired me, and then I started this company, and oh man, we betted on ourselves, and oh, we are the competition. And I was like, nigga, please. The segment was very whatever. I thought the only thing that was really interesting in his little spiel was that he did kind of admit to the infighting amongst EVPs that I've been told wasn't happening. And it was just like, come on, guys, it was fucking as clear as day that was gonna happen. And honestly, I think the whole post-match speech, you could have just had a match with that time and let that be the shit that happens off camera, and then still do the angle off camera. Because boy, I did not care.
And you get a little bit of booze too, on the low, a little bit.
I honestly, after he said we are the competition, I said, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm off this. I'm tired of listening to this. And then Malakai Black, Cody starts to untie his shoe, saying that basically putting the boots up, and then Malakai Black stops him. Why would you stop him?
So I ain't done with you, nigga.
Why just let finish him, bro?
He said
let him finish.
You want to do it? He said, I'm a. You didn't give me on your time. I'm gonna be on my time when you retire, nigga. That's what he said, word for word. And how do you feel about? Oh, how do you feel about the entrance? The entrance, that's by far the best entrance I've ever seen AEW do. That shit was hard.
I think Sting's is better. Sting or Darby is better. When Darby came out in the body bag, that shit was way hard. What is it? What is Aleister Black's entrance? It's like all the lights are off, and he takes his mask off.
That's his fire, though.
With lackluster music, music that doesn't make an impact at all.
I don't care about the music in AEW. You can't hear that shit anyway.
That's a problem in itself.
You can't even hear it.
That's another problem.
Oh, we're talking about sound. Yeah, sound issues.
But you know what? When Cody music come on, I know it. Like yeah, I don't know. I didn't really feel anything for the entrance because it was just dark and he took his bone mask off, and I was just like, oh, okay. The entrance is whatever. They didn't even give my man a smoke machine, bro.
He had the smoke. He had the smoke in the tunnel.
That's it.
That's all you needed. It was very, very similar to the entrance he had on the SmackDown before he got released. Except on SmackDown there was no music when he came out, but it was very similar. So it seems like he's really keeping a lot of that character that he had from SmackDown, from WWE.
He is for sure creating his Tommy N cinematic universe.
Exactly.
So yeah. I mean, the entrance is whatever to me. I wasn't really impressed by it or anything. Like, there was really not a lot of critique there because, I didn't really hear the music and it was kind of just dark. And then he took a mask off. That's about it. And then for the quick hits, I don't know why Andrade is so obsessed with Death Triangle, but he is getting multiple segments on the show to just be like, I want to work with Death Triangle. Just have a custody for Death Triangle match, bro. Just fight Pac for him.
Love him or lose him.
Yeah. Just do it. Oh, sorry, I put that in the wrong side. Britt Baker and Red Velvet, they're gonna have a match on the first Rampage. Should be cool.
That should main event. It's in Britt's hometown. I would have that main event.
Sure.
Like, you want them to push the women or not? I'll give them credit. They gave the women 2 segments tonight. 2.
Sure, man.
I'll give him a little credit tonight. I'll give him a little bit of credit.
Okay.
They gave me 2 segments of women. That's all I really asked for.
Okay. Okay. That's fine. Red Velvet lets off a crazy stat saying that she is like 26-6 with 7 wins on a 7-win streak.
Seen them all.
Yeah, man. Another person that went through the crazy 88 on Elevation and Dark. And I like that she said that Britt Baker basically beat her when she was just enhancement talent. And then, she's kind of just beating people up on Dark and Elevation that are just enhancement talent. But that's neither here nor there. I thought the promos between them were really, really good. It kind of got weird at the end, but it was fine. I like the segment.
Yeah, it's cool. I'm happy. I'm just happy some different women are getting on TV.
Yeah. I thought this was going to be the rumored signee that was gonna come out. So I'm glad it wasn't. Ruby Riott.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I did see that. That's correct.
So,
look, man, I hope I'd rather Ruby probably go to Impact, but
I would prefer if like a lot of the women just go to Impact because they do stuff with them on there.
Yeah, but I want to see Ruby side. I've always liked Ruby. It seems like everybody backstage really liked Ruby, so
yeah,
I want.
Oh man, that post that I think Bailey made when
Yeah.
Ruby got released, I was just like, damn, she was like the nicest person in the universe,
Yeah.
bro.
I want to see her do good.
Yeah, we need a Ruby. We all need a Ruby Riott in our lives. FTR's Wheeler is down. We kind of get into some insight on what happened on the debacle last week between them and Pride and Powerful. And it seems that he hit the turnbuckle and then the turn like buckle hook.
Yeah, like
hooked his forearm. So that's really bad.
Scary. That's scary.
Yeah, very, very scary. Hopefully
Shout
those
out to Pride and Powerful and Wilder for finishing the match because that might have had me rattled if I had seen that. Like, oh no.
Well, you could tell they were rattled by the way that match finished. It was just like, oh, we got to get out of here.
Yeah,
we got to get my man some medical attention. So I guess the feud is kind of on pause for now. Also, just talking about LAX and FTR, I don't really like that the Bucks said that, oh, we don't have any teams lined up next. But these dudes basically just had a number 1 contender match last week.
Yeah.
So that was a little odd. Hey man, it is what it is. Lance Archer is gonna pay for what he did to that MMA guy that was on the show a couple weeks ago. And I don't know. He says he's gonna bring some backup. I have no idea who he plans on bringing.
Seen what's his name? Dan Lambert come back.
Mm-hmm. That's his name.
I don't know who the backup could be. I'll be honest, I don't know much about Dan Lambert. I know he's an MLW, correct? Like he kind of fucks with them. I think I'm probably wrong. I'm sure someone listening knows.
The only MLW guy I know currently is Tom Lawler. And if they're gonna bring Tom Lawler to fight Archer,
or the other Uso,
Archer towers over that dude, so that should be a funny match.
What about the other Uso? The third
he ain't bring the other Uso. He ain't an MMA guy.
Okay, Tom Lawler's an MMA guy. I don't know who Tom Lawler is either.
He's a little MMA dude. He had a match against Walter at Bloodsport. Walter beat his ass, but it was pretty cool.
As he should.
And then Layla Hirsch and Allie have a match for a number 1 contendership for the NWA women's title. And this match is stinky, but Layla Hirsch wins and she'll be facing Camilla Brickhouse.
Woo!
Woo.
What a woman.
Hey,
a tall glass of water over there.
A tall brolic glass of water. It makes Layla Hirsch look like my mom. It's not a match I'll be looking towards. So that is it for AEW.
I'm gonna tell you what though, Camille got the follow on Instagram immediately from me.
Oh, what you mean? I've been tapped in.
Oh, okay. See, you don't be telling me.
Since the first episode of what is it? MLW I saw.
Mm,
I say, yeah,
yep.
fine. But yeah, with all that said, we can get into NXT.
Hey, Joe, you quit your job because you think you can make a change around here? You can't control this place. You couldn't then, and you can't now. So tell me something, Joe. Who provoked who?
So this episode of NXT sucks. I I'm looking at the docket right now, and there's literally only two things of note on this show, and I think they're. I guess I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They don't want to do nothing crazy because they're on sci-fi, and then they'll just be back on the USA Network next week. But I do think this kind of like fucks with the build towards the takeover, because as we all know, NXT is gonna get plucked,
Only a
and
matter of time.
yeah, so them kind of taking their sweet time to kind of get shit together. I get it, like the Olympics, so you don't want to do nothing crazy, but like, man, they didn't do jack shit this episode.
Are people watching the Olympics?
I mean, I was at the barbershop earlier today. We're all watching Team Pursuit, questioning the rules of this game. We was watching what is it? The women's like water handball thing. I think yeah, man, people watching the Olympics.
I don't even know how to watch it. I don't know when stuff's on USA, when stuff's on Peacock, when stuff's on NBC. It's all over the place. I don't know where to go. It's a mess, man.
All I know is once everything is over, probably like a week later, everything is going to be available on Peacock. I know women's like skateboarding, but like vert is happening later today or already happened. But I was watching NXT, so it was, and I took like a nap before that. So like I'll see it when I see it. Knowing that Peacock kind of has like everything kind of laid out. Like I watched like I just had it in the background. I like watch all of like the preliminary matches for table tennis or tabletop tennis, whatever. And that shit was nuts.
I love that.
That shit is out like
that should have me hyped.
Insanity. And I think the men's skateboarding stuff is already like up there, but I like watching all the weird sports, man. I was watching fencing too, but sorry, NXT is so boring. We're talking about the Olympics.
We're talking about fencing. But yeah, these taped episodes, man, they're rough. They're I don't like tape wrestling in general. It's like when a show is regularly live, just the feel of it. It always feels like the energy is just not there. Like, but I remember like this is one of the first episodes of NXT in a long time where I was like looking at the clock, like, is this about to be over? Like,
oh
yeah, I was like, it's
literally every match, every vignette, I was just like, damn, it is only 8:50.
That's literally the whole time. I was
like I was just like, dog, I am waiting for this to be over, and I'm filling out the docket for the show, and I'm just like, that's not important. I can't go long on that because I just don't care. Yeah. So just the one thing that we got going on here. Cameron Grimes and LA Knight have a match versus GYV. Cameron Grimes and LA Knight are just like, you got my back. Yeah, like more or less they're just like giving false confidence or just confidence that like they'll be there for each other because they both want to squeeze out the win. And in the match, Cameron Grimes is getting beat up. Grizzly Young Veterans is getting heat. And then LA Grimes goes for the hot tag and Knight just walks away.
Real
He said,
jerk.
I don't get my hands dirty. And I was
What
just
a
like,
jerk.
dog, this nigga's an asshole. And I think would have been crazy is that like I don't know, maybe it would have like hurt GYV, but like Cameron Grimes actually squeaks it out, and then like LA Knight just like tags himself in after he does all the work, and then like pins them or whatever. Like I thought that's how the match was gonna go, but then I looked back at my phone, and he just wasn't on the screen anymore. Like he wasn't even in the corner. So Grizzly on Veterans just take their time, just beating the hell out of Grimes, and they pull out the win. And then Ted DiBiase comes out and just tell Grimes like, "All right, man, you did what you're a man of your word, but we got to get you out of here."
Yeah, why would Ted DiBiase there? Is he just chilling backstage?
Hey, man, you remember we were talking about it before? I think like a couple episodes ago. Ted DiBiase was just like, "Hey, man, if they want to have me around, just call me."
You know what I mean? I ain't doing shit.
Yeah, Paul said, "Oh, worm." That man a line blowing up. So I think it's nice that he's still a part of it, and you know they didn't just like it just wasn't for this one moment. So I think that's really, really great. We'll see what Grimes does to get himself out of here. Maybe there's a fight for my freedom match at NXT TakeOver.
I don't know why I thought you ever remember that Family Guy clip where like you're talking about when the slaves got freed and the slave owner was like, "Here, there you go," and just left.
Oh yeah,
like here it comes up. I don't know why.
Like, where are we going?
Imagine like I can just imagine like after the match, he's just like, "Okay," and then that's it. I don't know why that popped in my head, but I mean, where else can they go with it? They have. I do know this much: when Grimes finally puts his hands on LA Knight, the pop should be, it should be something special. That's gonna be fun when that.
I sure hope so. The CWC's got some questionable folks.
They are weird, man. They've been like sitting on their hands. It's so weird.
Like why? Why are you like there if you hate it so much?
It's so strange. It's like they're forced to be there or something.
And then for our main event, we have the Love Her or Lose Her match, Johnny Gargano versus Dexter Lumis. I thought the match was very, very fine. Just with a couple like weird spots because they have to do the drama. And I think my favorite the drama was Gargano coming out and then just yelling at Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, he's like, it's your fault.
It's your fault. He's like, stop yelling at me.
See, this is my thing with like dramatics in wrestling. Most of the time, I think it's very corny, and in this instance, I'm okay with it being corny because this whole storyline is corny. It's supposed to be corny, but compared to when like Cody does it, it's like, okay, I got rolling my eyes at it. You know what I mean? Because it's supposed to be taken serious.
Because the drama that's there is something that we've seen all the time, which is blood.
Yeah.
This is kind of just like a different thing. Like
this is some like
yelling
shit.
Yeah, like yelling at the Beth Phoenix. I thought that was really nice. And then also I think it's more silly than like grandiose or whatever when like Lumis like caressed her face.
Yeah, for the
rope break. Yeah,
I think you're free.
Yeah, the straight to move on. I feel him, bro. What you mean? But Johnny Gargano wins the match and Lumis loses her, and then Indy just goes, "Nah, fuck that," and then hops on the man.
Rattled that man. Shout out to Lumis.
She saddled that. I was sick.
riding him like Seabiscuit, man.
This shit is ridiculous. And I mean, I know people can really be upset about this stipulation, or like the result of like Johnny Gargano doing all that work just for Indy Hartwell to just do what she wants anyway. Hey man, haven't you done that shit in your life where people told you don't do that and you just did it anyway?
That's the most rebellious teenage daughter thing you could possibly do. I think
in this story, like with the faction that is basically a family. Like,
yeah,
come on, guys.
That
like,
makes perfect sense. That
I really hope people aren't like upset about this, because it was just like, come on, bro. Just read the lines are like, just read it, bro.
There's things to be upset about on this show, and this is not one of those things.
Yeah. We're just being realistic about the whole thing. And then the rest of the episode of NXT, man, all this shit is quick hits, man. There's a whole bunch of vignettes and just like matches that didn't really mean shit to me. So we got El Gato del Fantasma versus Hit Row. The match was fine until there's just a disqualification, most likely to just like pad this out because nigga, we're on Sci-Fi. Who cares?
I'm not mad about the disqualification because I've said this before. NXT doesn't do disqualifications a lot. So when they do them, I feel like it's not that big of a deal. They don't rely on it like Raw does.
Yeah.
They snatched that boy grill out of his mouth. First of all, that's unsanitary.
Yeah. One, that's disgusting. Nasty. Two, that is hilarious that he like just took it out and then put it in his pocket.
He yanked that joint out. Like he did swerve a favor. I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate that grill. That grill is it ain't it.
I hope they just did that so he could get a new one later. Because if they both all went backstage and Santos like pulled that out of his pocket, it was just like, hey man, here, have it back. Nigga, no. It probably got bent up a little bit.
You think Top Dollar knows Johnny Dang? That's probably what happened. He said, "Yo, he like swear back. I got a guy, bro. We ain't gotta do it like this."
He gonna take him to Houston and hook him up with a real one.
Yeah, you gonna see Paul Wall?
Hey man, that shit. If he comes out with a new and better grill, I'd be like, all right, I'm fucking with with Hit Row 10,000 times more right now. And then I thought it was really cool when B-Fab kind of came for the save. I thought that was really nice, but like the rest of the segment, I was just like, whatever.
Fine match.
Rich Holland returns. He has a match against Yikam and Jiro, which whatever.
Beat that man ass.
Yeah, he just it was a squash match. He just beat that man ass, and then later on, Pete Dunne just comes out and says, "I'm Batman," and
Rich got some heat for taking off Ike Manjero's jacket. Low key,
I like that. I like that.
I feel like that should be like a DQ, like when you take a Luchador's mask off, you shouldn't be able to take off Jiro's jacket. I think that's foul.
It depends where you are, but AEW, they be taking off Ray Phoenix shit all the time, and then that'd be the finish.
I've never seen a wrestler get unmasked more than Ray Phoenix in my life. That nigga's staying unmasked.
I've seen that nigga face it full like 80 times already, bro.
Just take it off at this point.
Yeah, like that. Ridiculous. It just flies off like a shoe. But yeah, the usual Pete Dunne promo, like, I'm a real bad man, and then he's not doing shit else on the show.
Nope.
Dakota Kai has an explanation for why she turned on Raquel Gonzalez, and then I was just thinking, dog, who cares?
They should have saved that for the next
one. Let the feud crack. I mean, does it have to be spelled out?
Yeah, it seemed pretty obvious. You know what I mean? But I get it. They had time to kill, I guess.
I kind of wish that it wasn't pre-taped. I wish she would have like came out and actually said that.
Yeah, that one. Like next week, I wish they would just came out and just said it. Like, hey,
yeah,
that would have been way more fire.
Like if this had to be on the show, I would have like voted to like, do it live, because the Pete Dunne shit could have been pre-taped. Because who cares? Yeah. I know you wanted to talk about this. This was something serious to you. The Zoe Stark and Io Shirai segment, which I will agree, what were y'all boys thinking back there?
I'm willing to put this in one of the worst segments of the year category. It's that bad. There's so many.
For NXT, there's things that waste time, I'm fine with that, but this one was just like a
Hello?
neck rubber. Just hey man, what's going on here?
There were so many white woman microaggressions in this one promo in like 5 minutes. First off the rip, Io was kind enough to take you out to go eat some Japanese cuisines, sharing her culture with you. You fucking colonizer. You had the audacity to make a face at the food, toss the food over your head, and then to make it worse, she's having a good old like Cyrus, we niggas, right? So when you in an area where you only see another nigga is a bunch of other white folk, y'all got that mutual respect. Y'all understand it. Y'all have to know each other. You know what I mean? But hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
And then so they're having the waitress and EO are having a nice little convo, whatever, chatted up, talking about the weather. Who knows what they're talking about?
In their native language.
In their native tongue. And then homegirl Zoe had the audacity. Do y'all two know each other, nigga? You think we all know each other? Look.
Who wrote this shit, man?
Who wrote this shit? This is the most tone dead. This is some tone. I don't. How did EO even okay this? I don't like. I'm just. What?
My thing is that like. They're trying to give Zoe Stark character, like they are struggling to do so. Like I've never seen somebody so talented, but like so boring.
It's very bland.
Like
very vanilla.
What are they doing? And what's crazy is that they're trying to do the tag team, but we don't really like each other thing. The red flags was going crazy on this whole segment, and I think it would really start when Io Shirai starts speaking Japanese to the waitress, and then Zoe Stark makes a face, and I was like, oh no, this is not where I want this to go.
Oh my god,
what is this woman's character, bro?
A racist, clearly something.
Oblivious, ignorant, like just silly stuff. And I know it's not Zoe Stark's fault.
No, this is not. This is whoever came up with this.
But whoever came up with this dog, this segment was insanity.
How did this go through? This is a taped show. So how did this even go through like all the proper channels and no one thought, hey man, this kind of looks bad. This does not make Zoe Stark look good at all.
It doesn't. And I'm just like, when Io Shirai and Zoe Stark get to the point where they're like gonna, because whenever they like don't like each other, they eventually come to a mutual respect later. I'm very curious what that mutual respect is gonna be.
You can't even respect my tradition, my culture.
You
can't even respect sushi. Nigga, she looked at sushi like it was a foreign, like she never seen that in her life. She was like, "What is that green stuff? You ain't never seen wasabi before." Come on, dog.
The lady said, the waitress said that she was from Kansas City or like Kansas.
Yeah.
Is Zoe Stark from there as well? Because she made a face. Hold on. I'm going to search really.
Didn't she like from Alaska or something? Didn't we look this up? Didn't she like from Alaska or some weird ass state? Like Wyoming.
Oh, she's from Utah.
Oh, Utah. I did some weird ass fucking state. You know what? Actually, this makes sense then. She wouldn't know anything about that.
No, fuck that. I know there's sushi in Utah.
They know sushi in Utah.
Come on, man. We're from Utah, exactly. Oh, just Utah, I guess.
Utah?
What is it? Wikipedia not gonna tell me. But that segment was insanity, and I hope I hope NXT gets it together when they're back live next week, because this show stinks. And I really hope that AEW can come correct this week, because this is a very easy show to beat. As long as they don't do some crazy bullshit, which they do.
They might do it.
It is what it is. Also, I put it on the wrong part of the doc, but breakout tournament stuff. Trey Baxter beats Joe Gracie. I don't care
Shout
for
out
the
Budget Murphy.
Yeah, but shout out to Budget Murphy. All right, so that is it from us. You can follow Quan on Twitter at the Comeback Spot. You can follow the A Show on Twitter at the A Show RNC. You can subscribe to us on Patreon. We'll be talking about an insane 6-man tag that took place in ECW. Sorry, I keep getting those two mixed up and they're nowhere near the same.
At all.
It's a very fun 6-man tag that me and Quan talk about, and some other topics over at the Patreon. You just get a little more bang for your buck. You get you get shows like Spot Callers, Legendary Runs, The Rewriters Room, Evasion Diaries, all great stuff happening over on the Patreon, and you get episodes of the War Report early. So you get the episode early and some extra more content. So tap into that. Quan, any? Oh wait, no, it's my turn to pick the show.
It's your turn to pick.
Okay, I'll figure out a show to pick. But do you know which pay-per-view you want to do this week? You want to go AEW or you want to go NXT again?
I think it's fair we go AEW.
Okay, so we already did All Out 2018.
We did All In.
You want to do All In 2018?
We did All In already. Were there two All Ins?
My fault. Yes, they are, but sorry.
What was the first pay-per-view they did?
The first show is called
when Moxley debuted.
I think that might have been All In 2019.
So there was two All-Ins. I don't even know.
Yeah. Okay,
that would double or nothing. That would definitely.
Oh, it was double or nothing.
Remember the poker chip? That could be All In too.
True. Yeah, they're all casino themed. All right, so we're gonna figure that out. We're gonna rewatch that and kind of give our takes on it. I think it would be cool to see, just a flash of the past, even though it wasn't really that long ago. So we'll be doing that later on this month, and you can catch that discussion on Patreon. And with all that said, see you guys next week.